My life, really my emotion, burns with the fire of desperation. And how I wish for the warmth of comfort. But comfort is a wonderful tranquilizer to the mind of the brain. And when one stands with desperation, it is as if one stands on the edge of all things, either a wonderful world of potential, of understanding and knowledge, or else, the edge of destruction. I don't suppose God hands out desperation, and I think the world and its circumstances are not sentient enough for such facility. Desperation is a sort of ungiven gift, I suppose I give it to myself, involuntarily. Now desperation shares its treasures by way of two fruits, we must pick one and take a bite out of it. The first is confidence and hope, and by confidence I mean a sense of walking forward in life, with expectancy of good and a sense of power. And the second fruit is discouragement, which has a long and steady route into decay. Each fruit bends the cosmos, the universe itself, and our destiny. I also think this morning of something else. On the surface it appears that a certain word is out of place. It is this scripture in the book of Hebrews, and release those who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. Is the word, fear, not out of place? Should it not read, release humanity who are in bondage to impending death? The above verse suggests that fear causes the bondage, not death itself, although one can give room for an indirect cause of bondage, notwithstanding, do we take what is said, or what is intended to be said? Now I am digging at this little pointless rabbit hole for a reason. It has to do with the makeup of the structure of the cosmos, the spiritual sublayers of existence. Whatever grandiosity is in the preceding sentence, the reality is simple. When a thing exists, or pops into existence, the thing is in a point in space. For a thing, or a human to be, in a point in space, it must express outwardly, or inwardly. And this outwardly or inwardly are trading dynamics that will rule their lives or destiny. Therefore we are either a void creature, deferring to the inward, or a king, in fullness of self, which expresses outwardly. Fear causes us to shrink inwardly at our point in space, and this shrinking creates a shape of self, a void creature if you would. So, it is directly the fear of death that causes bondage, because in fear we defer the standing of the king, and give up ownership of our cosmic trades, living our lives as void creatures in points in space. Here I wonder about the powerful Samson from the Bible. Why did God leave him in his prison, his capture by the Philistines, for so long? Now this Samson plunged his own shape into a void creature by deferring to the fear and anger of the Philistines. Once his hair grew back, which is to say, finding a fullness of self in confidence, he traded outwardly, and accomplished something. So let us be careful of making our own anger visible to others, especially our loved ones near us. Because our loved ones, out of fear of our anger and its canopy which we place over their lives, may shrink inwardly, into the void, and trading so, perpetually.